Hey saxophones! In this week's video, what I want to do is I just want to review some of the notes that we have learned so far this year, and I wanted to give some tips on how to play these high notes that we learned in last week's video, learning the B-flat scale. So, first thing I want to do is I want to label two notes at the same time, because these two notes have the same fingerings, except for all these high notes have what's called the octave key, which is this back thumb key that we use with our left thumb. So first let's just label all these notes, starting with low D. Now, low D is right below the bottom line E. If you remember the rhyme, every good boy does fine. Well, that rhyme, we have our bottom line E, every good boy does, so that is a D, and one note below E would be D. So then we have these two notes. Now, notice that both of these notes are on the same space. It's above E, so it's going to be F, or if there's the sharp written there, we have F sharp. Now, I'll get to it in a few minutes why those two notes are different, but finally, we have, after that, we have G. So every good would be our second line, and the space above our F up there. So first, let's just go ahead and review D. So we're going to start off with the D that you know, which is this one that uses our thumb key. So we're going to go thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's play this note together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Now, I want us to take off our left thumb and play a lower D, like this. Now, if you need a little help to make that note come out, you can think slower air. Think about when you're in the car in winter and you breathe hot air up against the window and you can draw like smiley faces in it, and your parents might always do it at the gas station. That slower, warmer air will help playing a low D. So here is with my thumb key playing the D that's found on the fourth line. And here's low D. If you think the syllable tall, think a lot of tall, you can keep your chin very low so that you have a lot of air inside your mouth while you play that note. So that is low D. And the only difference between low D and high D is my thumb. See my thumb up here? Here's low D, here's high D. So then you can practice going back and forth between the two. Here's low, high, low, high. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice that. So now let's go ahead and learn E. Now, as we go higher on the clarinet, on the saxophone, one thing you need to make sure is that you don't have too much mouthpiece on the in your mouth. So here we go. I want to show you something. Now, I'm going to demonstrate tone. So here is me playing an E. Now, this is where my mouth was. If I go less, my note's going to sound like it's not strong, like it's kind of struggling, like it's the little engine that you just can't quite get up the hill. Hear how it's fighting? It's, yeah, like, try, just like it's so close. It's because I'm not using enough air. Not enough air is going into the instrument, not because I'm not blowing hard enough, but because my mouth is not letting this reed vibrate. Now, if I have too much mouthpiece on the mouth, it sounds kind of like a bark. Like it has like a chirpy, loud kind of bark, almost like kind of like a bus that's honking its horn. You don't really want that sound, so make sure you're not putting that much mouthpiece in your mouth. So here is too much. Here is too little. And here's the right amount. Remember, use your band face or your embouchure to keep these corner muscles really firm. If air escapes out in between your lips, because your lip muscles aren't strong enough, the sound will sound like this. So I'm gonna play a D again, and I'm gonna show you as my lips. So look right here on my face for my muscles to relax. Ready? You can see that the more muscle I use, the better the sound is. So let's keep going. Here was D, where we have thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take your right ring finger off to play E. Ready? Let's play low E first. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No thumb. Now press that left thumb key and let's play the high E. This E is in your London Bridge is Falling Down. London Bridge is falling down. So here you can see low E. And you can practice at whatever speed you want, going back and forth. So now let's talk about the two versions of F that we have. We have F natural, which is where we have our 1, 2, 3 in our left hand. F natural, or regular F, is when we use our first finger. Now, this note was found in some of your concert music, but in all of your other music, you will be using your F sharp. So, F sharp, instead of using first finger, we use our middle finger, and this was found in a lot of your music as well. So, let's play F sharp together. 1, 2, 3, middle finger of my right hand, and no thumb. This is going to be the low version. Ready? Still be thinking about your corners and your air. And now press that thumb key and play the high version. And finally, we can play G. Now, G was the first note that we learned on the saxophone. So all we have to do, it's all in our left hand, and we have our 1, 2, 3, and press our pinky, or press our thumb key. So here's low G. And let's press our octave key, the back octave key. And on G, you can really tell if your embouchure or your band face or your lip muscles are strong enough, or if you're using the right amount of mouthpiece. So here's a G, and I'm going to demonstrate again the correct sound and the wrong sound. So this is the correct sound. If I use too little mouthpiece, I'll be squeaking and chirping and not really getting a clear sound out. If I use too much mouthpiece, it'll have that really grainy, kind of edgy sound that isn't too nice on the ears. So what I want you to do is I want you to go through, stop the video right here so you can see all of these notes: D, E, F natural or regular F, F sharp, and G. Or the high version of those notes, D, E, F, F sharp, and G. In your music, whether it be your Essential Elements music, your band concert music from this year, or any of the handouts that I've sent you in the past couple weeks, I want you to go use the tips from this video and apply them to your music in those videos. I hope this helps. Have a good week, everyone.